Hey there, everyone. Excuse me, my voice is a little hoarse. This is Anthony Avina. Welcome to my daily vlog. It is day 62, or March 3rd, if you prefer. Coming during the daytime this time and on the computer. I'm actually online right now. And I thought since I've been away for a few days, why not do something to kind of get back in the swing of things. And so I'm going to be doing the 15 book questions tag. This is a tag video all about my book interests. No, not a lot of people read as much these days as they used to. But, you know, I'm a writer and books are my life. So I thought, why not get to know me and the kind of books I like to do or read. So without further ado, here are the 15 book questions tag. Question 1. What kind of reader are you? Well, I am mostly into horror, science fiction, action, adventure, and romance. The same stuff I write about. I love Stephen King and Dean Koontz, who are my two favorites. I also love Anne Rice, Charlene Harris, Tammy Hogue, George R. R. Martin. I love the Game of Thrones series. Whoever the real Richard Castle is. I buy the Nikki Heat books. Yeah, those are my favorites. I also love Cassandra Clare, I believe her name is. She wrote the Mortal Instruments series. Yeah, those are the kind of books. That's the kind of reader I am. How long do you give a book? I read it from beginning to end, without stop. Sometimes I can read it in a few days, or sometimes it'll take me longer if it's a really long book. The Stand took me a long time, almost a month, I think, to finish it all. Yeah, that's what I like. Question 3, do you crack the spine? Several of my books, the spine is cracked. I usually get paperback, so I don't get the hardcover books that often. But yeah, the spine is definitely cracked on a lot of my books. Question 4, books you don't care for. I have no interest in reading the 50 Shades of Grey series. Just not my cup of tea, you know. And I have no problem with the book itself or with anyone who wants to read it. That's perfectly fine. I know it's a very popular book. I just don't have an interest in reading it. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm doing some stuff for the magazine right now. Question 5. Why do you like reading? I love getting engrossed in a story. I love being transported to new worlds, getting invested in characters to the point where, you know, you feel like you know these people. And my favorite part about reading in general is that it activates your imagination. You visualize everything yourself. You're not given the picture through a movie or a show or a game or anything, which I love all that stuff too. But reading allows you to create the visuals in your own head yourself. You imagine what the scene looks like in a particular book, who the characters look like, you know, the steamy parts, the action parts, the, you know, creepy parts. It's all you imagine what it looks like in your head just based on the words alone. So that's what I love about it. Let's see. Question 6. Hardcover or paperback? Definitely paperback, I prefer. Just because, you know, my illness, holding a heavy hardcover books can be hard sometimes. It gets heavy and hard to hold on to. My hands aren't what they used to be. But I like them both. I just prefer the paperbacks. Question 7: Do people think your book buying is weird? Not really. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people watching this video right now might think it's weird because they don't read that often or at all. But I love to read. I haven't bought a book in a while, just simply because of funds. But I do want to get the new Stephen King books, especially Dr. Sleep. I want to get the new Odd Thomas book by Dean Koontz. There's a lot I want to get. So, question 8. Do covers influence you? Yeah, they do. A good cover really can draw you in. Unless I know about the book ahead of time or the story itself, if it's part of a series, then what really grabs my attention is a good cover. Before I ever heard of the series when I was younger, the Dark Tower series really drew me in with the classic Western motif on the cover, and the crow just kind of standing in this desert, area, really drew me into the story as a whole, and that's how I got hooked on it. So, a good cover can really draw people in and influence you. Question 9, real books or ebooks? I've always loved holding an actual book, in my hand, feeling the paper as you turn a page, the smell of aging paper, that old library smell kind of is not nostalgic. So I do prefer physical copies of books. But as a writer who publishes on Amazon, I do see the merit of ebooks, especially because technology is going to overtake many of the industries in the entertainment world. And with resources being what they are, there may be a day where we don't have enough resources to print books anymore. So ebooks, I think, are handy and good to have. Question 10. Could you date somebody who doesn't read? Yeah, of course. I don't need someone to be as big a reader as me, I would obviously love it if, the person I date is into the books that I am into, or even into reading as a whole. But I don't need it to be like a prerequisite before I date them. Not everyone is into reading, and that's okay. Only thing I hope is that whoever I date at least enjoys reading enough to read my books, if nothing else, just to be supportive. But that's all I ask. Question 11. Books you read the most? Probably the Dark Tower series by Stephen King. The Dark Tower series by Stephen King, the Odd Thomas series by Dean Koontz, the Frankenstein series by Dean Koontz, and then the Talisman / Black House books by Stephen King and Peter Straub. Those are my all-time favorites that I read over and over again. There's pretty much all Stephen King and Dean Koontz books I read all the time. The Dark Tower I've read 4 times, and when I get to it this year, it'll be 5. So, question 12. Best and worst movie adaptations, I'm assuming that's what they meant to say. Let's see. Well, it's not a movie, but I loved the miniseries based on The Stand by Stephen King. It was so phenomenal. Just really loved it. The worst, I have to say I was disappointed with the Frankenstein adaptation. It was, I think, a USA movie by Dean Koontz, or it was based on the book by Dean Koontz at least. And it had the potential to be great, but they never finished it, They changed a lot of the stuff in it. I think they made Victor Frankenstein a lot older than he should have been. As overall, there's some stuff that I would have preferred differently. So I would love for someone to adapt that for real. into a movie series or another mini series or something, because that book series is awesome. So yeah, those are my two, the favorite and least favorite. I also love The Mist and 1408 by Stephen King. Okay. Question 13. Funniest book you ever read? Funny. I haven't read it yet, but I'm going to say the Will Ferrell / Ron Burgundy book that came out when Anchorman 2 came out. It's going to be pretty funny. I want to read it. It's supposed to be really, really funny. It's like a Ron Burgundy's memoirs that Will Ferrell and whoever he works with wrote. So I'm gonna say that because I don't really read funny books that often. Question 14. Does reading make you smarter? Well, that's I don't want to say yes and be praising myself to the point where it sounds selfish or self-absorbed. I will say that I feel a little bit more well-read when I read a lot. I gain a lot of knowledge that I never had before from reading, and reading helps stir my creativity. So if that answers your question, does it make you smarter? There's a good chance of it. Question 15, last question. When do you read? Anytime I can. I'll read in my bedroom. I'll read if there's something on TV I don't want to watch, but the rest of my family does. I'll read pretty much anytime, really. Just whenever I get the itch to read. So, yeah. There you guys have it. Those are the 15 book questions tag. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If there are any readers out there, and I hope there are a lot of you, if there are any readers out there, in the comments below, tell me what your favorite book is or book series. And if you want, go ahead and make a video. I tag everyone. If you want to make a video like this, leave a link to the video in the comments down below, and I'll watch it and like it and share it. So that's it for me. So leave those comments down below, your favorite book or book series, and a link to this tag video if you make one based on mine. Leave those comments down below. Please like this video, comment on it, favorite, and share it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. We're up to 55 subscribers, and we passed the 2,000 mark, the 2,000 view mark. So I'm pretty happy about that. Thanks you guys for supporting us. Let's see. Twitter followers are going up every day, so make sure to follow me on Twitter and all my other social networking sites down below. And that's it, guys. Also, free book promotion going on right now. The Legend of Electric Fusion, Book 1. It is my first superhero novel in a series. It's one of my pet projects, one of many, and I love it. It's one of my favorite books to write, so go check it out. It's free right now from now through the 5th of March 2014, and it's available in all Amazon markets throughout the world. So anyone watches this video, please go check it out. You can find it on my Amazon author page, which there's a link down below for that. There's also, you can just search for The Legend of Electric Fusion, or just search my name, Anthony Avina, on Amazon, and it should come up, and it's completely free. So check it out. Alright, guys, I'm gonna get going, and thank you guys for watching. This is Anthony Avina signing off. Peace out, guys.